Have you ever wondered how rich some of the world's presidents are? We know they have political power, but what about their financial power? In today's video, we're going to explore the top 10 richest presidents of all time. Some inherited vast estates, while others built their fortunes from scratch. But one thing's for sure, these leaders weren't just running countries. They were also managing massive wealth. So who are these presidents and how did they make their fortunes? Let's find out together. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of our fascinating VOS here on LuxEmpire. Now let's jump into the list. 10. James Madison, the plantation heir. Coming in at number 10 is James Madison, the fourth President of the United States. While Madison is best known as the father of the Constitution, his wealth was also substantial. Born into a wealthy Virginia family, Madison inherited a large tobacco plantation, which was one of the most lucrative assets of the time. Tobacco was a huge cash crop, and it allowed Madison to live comfortably in today's dollars. His wealth would be valued at over $100 million. Interestingly, even though Madison had this fortune, he was far more focused on building the US government than on growing his wealth. Still, his financial status puts him in the top 10 richest presidents of all time. Number 9. Herbert Hoover, from mining to millions. Herbert Hoover, the 31st President of the United States, was a self-made millionaire long before he entered politics. Hoover's wealth came from the mining industry. He traveled all over the world, securing contracts and building a massive mining empire that brought him substantial wealth. Hoover was a mining engineer by trade, and his technical expertise helped him succeed in this competitive industry. By the time he became president, Hoover's net worth was estimated to be around $75 million in today's terms. Although his presidency was overshadowed by the Great Depression, Hoover's personal fortune remained largely unaffected, making him one of the wealthiest presidents in US history. Number 8. Theodore Roosevelt, the wealthy outdoorsman. Theodore Roosevelt is often remembered for his rough and tumble persona and his love for the great outdoors, but many forget that he was born into incredible wealth. Roosevelt came from one of New York's most prominent families, and his family's fortune came from real estate land and investments in coal. His father left him a significant inheritance, and Roosevelt used this wealth to fund his adventurous lifestyle. He owned vast tracts of land and spent much of his time hunting, ranching, and exploring the wilderness, even with a net worth of $125 million. In today's dollars, Roosevelt was known for his rugged image, preferring to focus on issues like trust busting and conservation rather than his personal wealth. Number 7. Bill Clinton, post-presidency fortune. While Bill Clinton didn't enter the presidency with enormous wealth, he certainly left the office with the potential to build a massive fortune, and that's exactly what he did after leaving the White House. Clinton took advantage of lucrative opportunities, like speaking in engagements, book deals, and consultancy work. His autobiography, My Life, earned him millions, and his speeches, sometimes fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars per appearance, turned him into a multi-millionaire. Clinton's net worth is estimated to be over $120 million today, making him one of the wealthiest modern presidents. His ability to leverage his post-presidential career into a major source of income shows that former presidents can use their influence to generate significant wealth. Number 6. Franklin D. Roosevelt, rich from family inheritance. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, came from one of the wealthiest families in America. His family's fortune was built on real estate, railroads, and banking, and FDR benefited greatly from this financial foundation. The Roosevelts owned a vast estate in Hyde Park, New York, and Franklin also had investments in real estate and other ventures. Despite his personal wealth, FDR is better known for leading the country through some of its toughest times, including the Great Depression. In World War II, adjusted for today's standards, his wealth would be around $200 million, placing him firmly in the top half of this list. Number 5. Donald Trump, a business empire built before politics. Next, we have Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States. Trump's fortune didn't come from political office. It was built through real estate branding and media. Long before he ran for president, Trump inherited a small real estate empire from his father and expanded it into a global brand. He built skyscrapers, luxury hotels, and even casinos. His name became synonymous with wealth, and his business ventures span everything from golf courses to reality TV. Trump's net worth has been the subject of debate, with estimates ranging, but it's generally believed that he is worth around $2.5 billion. Whether you agree with his politics or not, there's no denying that Trump's financial empire makes him one of the wealthiest men to ever hold the presidency. Number 4. George Washington, the wealthy founder. George Washington, the first president of the United States, wasn't just a military hero and statesman. He was also one of the richest men of his time. Washington's wealth came largely from his Mount Vernon plantation, where he grew crops like tobacco and wheat. But his fortune didn't stop there. Washington also made significant money through land speculation, buying up huge tracts of land on the American frontier. Washington's wealth, adjusted for today's dollars, would be around $525 million. Despite his wealth, Washington was known for his humility and dedication to public service, making him one of the most respected figures in American history. Number 3. Thomas Jefferson, wealthy but in debt. Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, had a complicated relationship with money. On one hand, he inherited a vast fortune from his family's plantations, including the famous Montello estate. On the other hand, Jefferson struggled with debt for much of his life. While he was incredibly wealthy at his peak, with an estimated net worth of $212 million in today's dollars, poor financial management and lavish spending left him in significant debt by the time of his death. Despite his financial troubles, Jefferson is remembered as one of the most influential figures in American history, having authored the Declaration of Independence and expanded the United States through the Louisiana Purchase. Number 2. Vladimir Putin, the billionaire. Controversy. At number 2, we have one of the most controversial figures on this list. Vladimir Putin. Officially, Putin's wealth is a mystery, but estimates suggest he could be worth as much as $70 billion. His fortune is believed to come from a combination of state assets, private investments, and possibly even offshore accounts. While Putin denies having such vast wealth, experts believe he has accumulated a fortune that makes him one of the richest people in the world. His financial empire is thought to include stakes in major Russian companies and real estate. Whether the estimates are accurate or not, Putin's wealth continues to be a topic of debate and intrigue. Number 1. King Maha Vajiralongkorn, the billionaire. King. Finally topping our list is King Maha Vajiralongkorn of Thailand. Although he's technically a monarch, his role as head of state places him on this list. King Vajiralongkorn's fortune is tied to the Crown Property Bureau, which controls vast amounts of land and investments in Thailand. His wealth is estimated to be over $30 billion, making him by far the richest head of state in the world. Despite his immense fortune, the king is known for his reclusive lifestyle, rarely appearing in public. His wealth, however, is impossible to ignore, making him the richest figure on this list. And that's the list of the top 10 richest presidents in the world, from family inheritances to business empires. These leaders didn't just shape history, they also built financial legacies that will be remembered for generations. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to LuxEmpire and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.